and welcome to Morris Park. Today I got a little update on the unusual ant plant. As you can see, I got this kind of shoved in a tree, but you know what? This thing has done fantastic this summer. Look at all this growth. Look how nice it looks. The leaves have gotten much bigger since when I got it. See that? Look really nice. Now I've seen this thing get little tiny flower buds on it, but I don't ever see them really open up or anything. And they're super tiny, so I'm not sure about what the flowers actually look like on this thing. Just because it's never really flowered. But I have it sitting in the crotch of this tree, so to speak. And it's in pretty deep shade. It's under a mimosa tree. You can see we got pretty good shade here. And it seems to like it quite a bit. Water it about every day or so. And you're probably thinking, wait a minute, that's got a caudex on it. Won't it rot? No, actually it won't, because this thing is a native of Papua New Guinea, which of course is a rainforest plant. And that caudex is not really for water storage. It's actually for ant storage. See a little ant there? But from what I've seen, this must be pretty ant specific really, because I haven't seen ants just really living in this thing or coming in and out of it and all. They've kind of left it alone. If they do go in there, it's probably just for a little visit and come back out. I don't think they're really living in it. And you see I've got this shoved down tree. I'm going to have to repot this soon, but I won't really need too big of a pot, because this is actually what's considered an epiphyte. And this is how they grow in nature. They grow up in the trees, much like orchids or an epiphyllum or Christmas cactus or anything like that, tillandsias. They grow in the trees, kind of like these orchid here. But that's how they do it. But this plant has really grown quite a bit. It looks very nice. And it's doing great. So if you want to do good with your ant plant, stick it in a tree. Now this is it out of the tree. So you can get a better look at it. It's got that big caudex, but not a water storing caudex. It's an ant house. If you were to look inside, that has all kinds of maze work in it. And I can kind of show you this because I found a slug and kind of made its home there, not an ant. And it's actually not really rotten. It's actually healthy tissue right behind that. But let me see here. That slug is right back in there. See him? I'll just pick him out of there. There we go. That'll take care of that, and I'll put a little cinnamon on that just to make sure. But if you look at this, you can kind of see the maze work in it, like a big piece of Swiss cheese. See that? And that's normally where the ants would live. Now I'll clean that out and put a little stuff on it. It doesn't really seem to have affected the plant very much. It's growing wonderfully. But if you have one of these, just stick it in your shade tree. And it should do fine. And I just give it a little bit of water every day, so it has moisture. It does need repotting. See, it's trying to burst its way out of there. But this is an epiphyte, so it doesn't really need any real soil. So look at all the holes there. Those are the entrances to the maze inside. The plant actually makes the holes itself. The ants don't actually do that. Very strange plant. But anyhow, yes, I had the sniffles a little bit today because of my allergies, of all the ragweed growing around here. But this is a very cool plant. It's one I would recommend. It kind of likes the shade. It doesn't have to have a real bright light. I say you can put it under a plant light in the wintertime. It'd be just fine. And stick it out in your tree in the summertime in the shade. And it does just great. Those leaves sure did get a lot bigger. And it looks like somebody had a little lunch there too. Probably that slug. Other than that, the plant is very, very healthy. You can see it's very green. Nice. Anyhow, I just wanted to show you the unusual ant plant. And one of the reasons one of my viewers actually had commented on this plant a couple of days ago on my videos. And so I thought I'd show it again and how well it's been doing and where I have it. Anyhow, this is Clyde Morris from Morris Park. Hope you all have a great day. Take care.